Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we got to fix the door handle on the Ford. Now this generation of Ford is known for this problem. You know, pull on the door handle and it either breaks the handle, the cable, or even the structure inside the door. And that's what we got to deal with today. So let's have a look. And that's the door handle I'm talking about. So this has got a cable from there to here. Now, it used to be a rod and you didn't have these problems, but when they went to the cable, that cable stretches over time and it causes you to pull on this handle harder. Well, it's only attached to a thin piece of sheet metal inside this door. What happens is that actually starts tearing, or you break the handles, which we've already done that because they used to be plastic, now they're cast aluminum. So we'll get this door panel pulled off and see how bad the damage is. So here you can see we've got it all tore apart already, and you can see the damage that's already happened here. Okay, now you can see that I've got that all cleaned up. We've got all these tapped back into place and flattened out so that they're not all bowed out. You can see it's cracked in multiple spots. So there's a piece missing, so we're gonna have to put something in there. And this is the little piece that ripped out of there. Okay, so what I've got here is a piece of flat steel that I had laying around. So I put this in place, measured it, drilled a couple holes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually tack weld these little nuts in place so that we're not using the old clips and we don't have to worry about holding the nut from behind. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in place. Alright, so I've got those welded in place so that we can tighten that down. Now let's put it in the truck. So the backer plate that we've built, you can see the thickness of this metal that we're using compared to the thickness of the metal of the door. So this is a lot more stout and it's going to be able to hold a little bit more. Okay, so now I got the new backing plate in there. It's back there. It actually extends out to all the way along this line. It does intertwine with that little tab there. And as you can see, it's nice and stable now. Alright, so we've got the door panel all back together and done, and it dawned on me that I didn't record any footage taking it apart. So we're going to do the passenger side now, and we'll go ahead and run through that kind of step by step, show you how easy it is to remove this door panel. Alright, to take the door panel off, first thing you got to do is just slide this out of the way so you can get to the Torx head, and then you can get the handle off. And of course, if you have power windows, this will be a little bit different. But we're old school. So once you got that handle removed, you'll have a Phillips screw here and a Phillips screw here. And then with a pry tool, screwdriver, whatever you got, you have the little plastic trees that actually hold the panel on. So you actually work your way around popping all those. And these plastic trees, granted this truck's pretty old, so you might want to purchase a handful of those in case you got to replace some when you go to put this back on. You'll notice the pull handle's still in place because you're just going to slide right over that. And because we don't have power windows or locks, there's no wiring to disconnect. So you can see the handle here, and what happens is pulling on this whole thing actually starts to rip away from the, you can see how loose that is. So it's already tore. So we'll go ahead and get that removed and get our backer plate in. And these are the little plastic trees I was talking about that hold the panel in place. These actually just clip right into the panel itself. They just slide in. So you can see in the handle, you have one screw in there. And that's held on just by a clip, and this body metal here is really thin. So you can see how loose that already is. So this one's about to rip. The driver's door did. So now with the handle removed, you can see this is what it looks like, but this metal is very thin.
You can actually see it tearing underneath it.
So once we move the clip, you can see how much that's actually tore out already. So we'll get that fixed. So with that being all bowed out, we're going to take our body tool here and just flatten that back out. Now bolting it down would have flattened it out, but that does it just a little better. Now we had to drill a second hole here, but as you can see, we've got that all lined up with the backer plate. And then this is actually cut out here so that that tab goes in there and also strengthens that up also. Now he's got this guy marked. We'll go ahead and get that drilled out. All right, well that's cable snapped back in place. Go ahead and get the backer plate on. And now that we got that backer plate on there, he's testing my welds. Now you can see how much more stout that is. See, it's not flexing the metal anymore. Now the problem still is these cables, they stretch over time and they cause you to pull on this handle harder to get the door open. Like I said before, the true fix is to go to a later model and get the bars out of here and get rid of this cable. I don't have that right now, so this is what we're doing to get us by. Now we can go back on with the door panel. You can see there's a lip that hangs on to the top part of the door, so you got to line that up. You also got to get the handle through. That's what you're supposed to do first, but so you pop the handle through first, then you hook it up on the door.
Be mindful of the lock.
And then all your trees, you'll see, just kind of pop back into place. And then we'll get the 2 screws put back in. So there you have it, guys. Just kind of a fix. I don't know, I wouldn't say quick. That wasn't very quick. And I'm not going to say it's temporary because I'm probably not going to change that cable out for the rod for any time soon. But that's how we took care of it for today, because this is a daily for the son and he needs the truck. So if you guys like this video, definitely give it that thumbs up. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos, and we will see you in the next one.